Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing in Hachsek's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 143, Erev Shabbos Kodesh, and we are still talking about Galus, and he continues on what we spoke about yesterday, why it is that sometimes the Galus is beneficial, because it encourages and really forces Klal Yisrael to do tshuva properly. Ukvar Amru, it's already written in Shmos Rabbah in the Midrash, Upara Hikriv, it says that Para Hikriv, he came close, really, which means he came close at the time of Kriyas Yamsuf. However, the Midrash says, Shehikriv es Yisrael Avim Shel Shamayim, Paro brought Klal Yisrael closer to their Father in heaven by coming after them and running after them and trying to destroy them. So we ended up calling out and doing tshuva. The Amrun, it says further, Gedoyla Asar Tabas Sheisa Achashverosh, greater was the handing over of the ring from Achashverosh to Haman. It was greater, which means caused us to do tshuva more than the 48 prophets and the 7 prophetesses who gave rebuke to Klal Yisrael. Just seeing that Achashverosh gave over the ring to Haman, Harash, who wanted to destroy the Jewish people in the times of Purim, that frightened us, and we did tshuva. The same will be at the end of days. If Klal Yisrael doesn't do tshuva on their own, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to bring a king, whose decrees are going to be as difficult as Haman's were upon us, and that will bring us to do tshuva. And immediately say Chazal, Klal Yisrael will be redeemed at that point. There's another benefit of Galus, and that is, as we mentioned previously, there's something called the nitzotzitz of Kedusha, sparks of Kedusha that are kind of like encased, and they are blocked by the klipos, by the impure shells of this world, and the goal of a Jew is to release those sparks of Kedusha into this world. Galus affords for that. Why? The Chsiv, it says, when Paro and the Mitzrim and the Egyptians, when they put pressures on the Jewish people and they afflicted Klal Yisrael, they only increased. What was increased about the Jewish people? So Vizeh Persha Mekubalim, the Mekubalim, the Kabbalists explain what it means is they increase the sparks of Kedusha in this world. There's a time when the evil man is going to rule over a person, and it's going to end up being bad for the evil person. Why? When an evil person of Russia rules over another a tzaddik of a person, the klipos ba'adam, the kedusha, he's ruling over the klipos of the kedusha of that holy person. Hu l'rala, it's bad for the Russia. Why? Shemevaya mimena nitzotzes hakedusha, because if the Russia has klipos and he's ruling over the tzaddik is going to be able to remove the kedusha, the sparks of holiness that are there inside the klipos of the Russia, and therefore he's going to, mission accomplished, he brings more holiness and more sanctity to this world. So the Russia is trying so hard to destroy the Jew, or destroy the tzaddik, so the tzaddik then is going to do everything that he can to remove and extract the sparks of Kedusha. It works out a benefit for us and a detriment for the Russia. This is what we say to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rachmana Ribono Shel Olam, Oy betulach, either you should conceal us in your shadow, protect us, Oy betula debar Yishmael, or exile us into the shadow of the children of Yishmael, which means either conceal us, let us do tshuva on our own and come back to you, and if not, we have no choice, send us into the Galus of Yishmael, and over there they will hurt us, they will damage us, whatever they need to do, and then we will end up doing tshuva. Tachas Yishmael v'lo tachas Edom, but please, let it be under the hands of the Yishmaelim, because at least over there we can still live ehrlich, and not under the hands of Edom, of Rome, and the like. Ve'ein emes. And the truth is, Sha'ish Hashem Yoriyas Hashem. Minur, of someone who fears HaKadosh Baruch Hu from his youth. Yimsa Ezer Kenegda, he will find help. Liyos Oived Elokim B'Ari Edom, to be able to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even if he's in the Galus of Edom. Even if you live in America. If you fear HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you'll be able to serve Hashem. Ki yesh eis l'kol chayfetz ve'ein davar amatri. There is a time for everything, and really nothing will be too much of a burden on this person. Someone who wants to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you can serve Hashem anywhere you are. You can serve him in Me'esharim, and you can serve him in Indiana. You can serve him in Yerushalayim, and you can serve him in Los Angeles, California. You could serve the Rabbi Nishaylam in Tzfas, in the holy city of Tzfas, and you could serve the Rabbi Nishaylam in the darkest and the worst places in the world, in Gaza and the like. Wherever a Yid is going to be, they have the koyach inside to be able to serve Hashem. And if there's, like we said before, there's sparks of Kedusha everywhere, that means even in those unfound places where a Jew might end up being, he can pull out the sparks of Kedusha that are there. Says the Pele Yoetz, you can protect yourself from all bad things. And over there you'll be able to see who's serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu out of love. If you could endure the Galus of Edom, of Rome and Greece and the like, no matter where you are in this world, and you serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you'll be able to see who really is serving Hashem out of love. Nevertheless, even if you could do that, still, it's still better not to have your home and your life in such a place. Adrabah, on the other hand, says the Pele Yoetz, you should make every effort to uproot yourself from that place. Even though you know yourself. You know that you are a person of God-fearing, and you will turn away from evil, and you'll be able to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu me'ava, from the love that you have of him. How do you know, how can you guarantee that your children and your offspring will do the same? And if God forbid in future generations, any of your children, your descendants, children, grandchildren, and the like, will end up going off the derech because they're living in such a terrible place, Dam Zarioisav Talibai, the blood is on your hands as a result, because you stayed in that place when you could have gotten up and you could have left, and now that you have descendants that are deflecting or defecting from the world of Torah and going in the ways of the nation that they are in, says the Pele Yoetz, it's your fault. You should have left long before. As Zara La'ari, Turkey, at least take your children and your offspring, take them to Turkey. Apparently over there was a safer place for the Jewish people to be. Before you end up setting yourself too comfortable in the lands where you are. There's still terrible things going on in the city of Edom, in the Roman Western civilizations. They teach our children wisdom that is outside the world of Torah. And they teach them philosophy. Someone who gets drawn after philosophy and other worldly wisdoms and the like. Nebuch, says the Pele Yoetz, they can become heretics and of the like. Upon them it says, anyone who comes to apikorsis, to heresy and the like, and comes to philosophy and other worldly wisdoms that are anti-Torah wisdoms, they will not return. They will not be able to go on the path of life. Rahman al-Islam, if you put your child in a place where you could learn from the winds of the world philosophy and apikorsis, heresy and the like, it's not good for Klal Yisrael. Ve'ein emes sham Rabbi says, like Chazal teach us, chein makom al yoshvav, the favor of that place is on those that dwell there, meaning wherever you live, normally you try to find the good in the place that you are. And unfortunately, Klal Yisrael has been flung around the world, and wherever they are in the Galus, they start to find the good that's in that place. Oh, look, it's so nice over here in America. It's so nice over here in LA. It's so nice over here in New York. It's so nice over here in the cities and the countries that we are in. Look how good it is. But the person whose eyes are open, and he's able to put his heart to choose the right place to live, to dwell, you have the ability to get up and move from one place to the other. Run. Pick a place, choose a place that is better. That is better for him, and his offspring, for the service of Hashem. Pele Yoetz is not mincing his words over here. It's not easy to live in Galus. It's not easy to live in a place where there's pressures of the world, of the streets, of the culture, of the ideology that are all around you. And even if you have the stamina, you have the strength, and you have the ability to be able to say no and be able to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu out of Ava, how do you know what's going to be with the kids? What's going to be with your grandchildren living in such a place? It's not Pashit, says the Pele Yoetz, and therefore if you could get up and you could move someplace, you should. Where's the person going to go today? That's part of the problem. The whole world is entrenched in all of this meshugas and this impurities and these adverse cultures and ideologies to what Yiddishkeit is everywhere that you go. Even Rahman al-Zan, even in the holy land of Eretz Yisrael, there's still so much that's on the streets of this that a Jew can also get swooped up. So wherever a person finds themselves right now, they should do their best to be ehrlich and honest and sincere and love HaKadosh Baruch Hu and serve Hashem. If you could pick up and go someplace that's better, more insulated culture for your children, the Pele Yoetz is saying you should certainly think about doing such a thing. And if a person is stuck where they are for one reason or another, they're going to have to be very, very strong to be able to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the proper way and impart these lessons and these teachings and this ruach, this spirit of Kedusha on their children and their offspring as well. All the best.